DEF CON 33, what's up? This is Barfboy, aka Bar None. I'm here with none other than Reanimation XP, aka Drew. He's running both Badge Life community as well as Retro Tech community. Over here, we have a bunch of computers, which we'll take a look at in a second. Reanimation XP, talk to me, man. What do we have going on right here, what we're standing in front of? We have a lot of art happening, a lot of color, a lot of lights.
Yes, sir. So what you're looking at is the past 10, 15 years or so of the Badge Life creations from our various community members. A lot of them are third-party unofficial badges. Kind of started from DEF CON having the on-off, like digital versus analog badges. In the off analog years, we missed the digital badges and decided to do what any hacker does and bring the fun back ourselves. So
amazing,
yeah.
You know, I've seen some of these walking around here the past couple of years, and I'm imagine that some of these are older. What's the oldest one in here even?
The oldest one we have on display today is DEF CON 20. So that's the official badge from DEF CON.
Ah.
So there are ones that go much further back than that. I think Ninja Networks was one of the first third-party badges. DEF CON themselves has been doing it for long before 20, I think. I know 17 was a digital badge. It may have gone back as far as like 12. So yeah.
So I mean, we have a lot of different makers that have put in effort, or even groups of makers and communities that have come through and made these different, I guess, runs or of different badges here.
Yep.
Mostly third party, and we're seeing
Yep.
some DEF CON official
Yep.
badges. I mean, why do you have this mass
Why
amount
do
of
I have
badges?
all this?
And, yeah, like why do you bring it here? What's the importance?
So it sort of dawned on me that like every year is sort of its own isolated in a vacuum collection of badges, and you don't see a lot of them return to con every year. And so, you know, these I had at home, and they're not, you know, figuratively they were figuratively collecting dust at home.
Sure.
They're not actually, but I wanted to bring them back so that other people that haven't seen them for that year and are just now coming to DEF CON can experience all of the years of Badge Life and see what led up to what we have today.
I mean, we were walking over here trying to interview a couple different times, and it was packed
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way around.
Oh yeah, we've been busy all day.
You wouldn't be able to tell right now
Yeah.
because it's after hours,
Yeah.
but all day today, the whole place was just, you know, people were coming up and probably seeing a lot of badges they've seen in previous years. And again, it's just, each one is just a small piece of artwork
Yeah.
in its own right. So I find it, you know, I find it quite amazing. You have an awesome collection, and you
Yeah.
definitely need to keep this going. I mean, I see the importance.
It wasn't just me either. We've had a lot of support from the community. Obviously, people have been donating badges all day. We greatly support. Yeah.
Great.
And yeah, a lot of people have stepped up to help put this together. I did not make this sign and stuff. Like our community is really, really awesome. They're very creative and very supportive of this effort. So.
And again, no better place than DEF CON as far as with a community that would show that type of support.
Yep.
It's here, you know,
Yep.
IRL, people are getting together and literally, you know, not only celebrating, but checking out your archive. I
Yeah,
think
we all trade. We have a private party where we, you know, hang out and trade with each other outside of con.
Whoa.
So yeah, we're all pretty close knit. I run a Discord where we all talk to each other all year long, and yeah, so we know each other pretty well.
What if I want to try to make a badge, or somebody watching here wants to try to make their own badge and make something crazy?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I mean, how would you go about doing that?
You can join us. We encourage, if you're interested in creating, to join discord.badge.life. We have our own Discord. We've got a public side and a verified creator side. The purpose of that is if you want to do something that a particular badge has already done, you can easily find that person in our Discord and ask them, how did you do this? What did you do for that? How did you get this to work? So yeah, we've designed it in that way so that it's conducive to learning. So yeah, at the same time, if you're a creator and you're discussing something like spoilers or puzzles, or I need to do a group buy for this really rare thing, we have that private side so that you can have those conversations and get some feedback without spoiling what you're doing.
So of course we can meet people here at the con, but then also this is like year round. People can get involved
Yep.
and join your Discord.
Yep.
What's the Discord? You wanna...
Discord.badge.life, and it's just the badge life or the badge maker Discord, depending on who you talk to.
Awesome. Man, I mean, I'm really excited as far as as just an archivist and what you've put together here. I mean, it's really amazing showing that art.
Thank
And
you.
I mean, I know a lot of the screens are off now, but these were all running, and you have a mass collection of old school computers. You have the Commodore 64 over there.
Yes, sir.
You just got running, and I saw somebody playing Oregon Trail.
Yep.
And I saw, and these are all actual OG.
Bare metal, yeah, the real stuff.
I love it, man.
Yep.
I love it. I mean, if you want to tell us any quick story on that, I can't gloss over without pointing it out.
Sure. So. Yeah, I started with the Tandy 1000 over there that's still on.
Yeah.
That was my childhood computer. I have documented hands-on keyboard at 2 years old, and so my grandpa taught me about that one. So I've been interested ever since back then, and this is another instance of like, people don't see this type of thing anymore.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to keep it alive, and I've been storing some of these things that come my way over the years, and managed to get them all to con this year and some last year, and give the younger generation a taste of the games we had when we were kids.
So this is your collection, all your collection, and you let all these hackers come in and put their grubby little fingers all over those keyboards.
Yes.
The generosity of you letting everybody coming in here, I love that, seriously, because a lot of people have never touched that tech, and or haven't touched it in years, rather, and then the younger generations have no idea. So for people to be able to come in and mess around, that's awesome. Thanks for doing that.
Sure, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We've had surprisingly few problems. We politely ask that people not run viruses and so forth. That's going to ruin the experience for somebody else. But yeah, it's gone. We've had a lot of support, and it's gone great.
Everybody's behaving themselves
for the most part, as far as I know.
Okay, yeah, as far as you know so far, right?
Yeah.
Well, man, thank you. Is there anything else you want to shout out to people watching?
Again, if you're interested in being a creator, discord.badge.life. Yeah, we'd love to have you and show you the ropes. Even if you just want to throw some art on a PCB, there's a place for you, and we'll show you how it's done.
I was gonna ask you one last thing. I was gonna ask you, be like, hey, what does DEF CON mean to you, and within, even with what you're bringing to the table? I feel like it's really self-explanatory, but I mean, I feel like it's still worth asking.
I kind of found a home in this. The cool thing about DEF CON is there's so many different niches that you can kind of find a home in, and I feel like everybody lands in one of them, right? I just so happen to land in these two. So it's just a good example of the kind of niche that you can find at DEF CON, and it's all about exploring, talking to people. I always tell newbies, find somebody who's working on something or really passionate about something and ask them about it, even if they look like they're kind of doing their own thing, because odds are we're here to share with each other and to teach. So that's kind of the unspoken part of hacker culture, is we love to share what we're working on. So this is just a show of that, I guess.
I love it, man. I really do. Thanks for letting me come here and check out some of these pieces.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
we'll be back.
I look forward to seeing the museum. Essentially, the museum. I want to see it as triple in size. Over the years, it's gonna be that way. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you have people coming in and bringing you them.
Yeah.
You're not even
We've grown a lot even this year. Yeah.
Love it, man. We're gonna go say what's up to Ozma.
All right.
She's working on a badge, or actually a whole other thing over here. Not a badge.
Sure.
We're gonna go say what's up.
You need your mic.
Yes. Thank you, man. Awesome. All right, we're gonna follow me over here. Ozma, we see you're working on some stuff over here.
Oh, hey.
What's up? Here, I'm gonna give you this mic.
All right. Should I just hold it, or
you can hold it, or you can pin it on your shirt. Either way.
All right.
We just saw what you were hard at work here after hours, still going. And what do we have going on here?
Absolutely. So we are putting together the SAO, or shitty add-on, or simple add-on if you're talking to children wall. These little things are badge add-ons for DEF CON and other cons. They use a 4 or 6 pin connector, and all these little green boards are just designed to power these. If you came back in 15 minutes, I'd either be really thrilled or really sad. It either worked and was great or didn't.
The roller coaster of emotions. That comes with this.
Yeah, and just like when you were just chatting with Drew, these come from all over. And something that I think is neat and special about the little add-ons is that many of these have come with people that didn't know anything about badge life hacking. They're at their first DEF CON. They want to make something and interact with people. So it's like a sticker, but slightly more complicated. Like
just slightly more complicated.
Like no, I mean, but really, like let's take our little
right.
here. You know, we've got a sticker with a circuit board, cute art, and 4 LEDs. And you have now made someone happy and also made $10 because it costs about $2 to make.
I mean, sounds like a good margin too.
Right?
I mean, but also the bigger part is you have something that's dynamic, it's changing colors, and I mean, then the sky's the limit for any creator, and you yourself create badges, correct? So,
yes. So,
I mean, tell us a little bit about that. How long have you been working on badges collaboratively with others and on your own? And
absolutely. So, my first DEF CON was 2018, and I came from a squishy sciences pharmacology background. And somebody handed me a bare board that looked like a dragonfly. The gentleman's name was Borville, and he was just giving stuff out to people, and I was a rando. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I realized that I could buy stuff in the elevators of the casinos, like little add-ons for my badge and other things.
Yeah.
And I looked at that thing, and I was like, you know, I want one of these, but he wasn't selling them anymore. They were a couple years old. So I decided to take a look at the PowerPoint presentation he'd done, look at the slide of like all of his components and see if I could just put that thing together and make one myself. And I pulled it off with a lot of help, ending up in a back alley at another con with, 5 or 6 total strangers helping and wishing me well. And then the creator walked by for the last, he really helped out because he had made it initially, but he was floored that I'd pulled it off. And when I started looking at everything, it was really logical. And so having no background in this, it's really easy to make an add-on. You need power and you need your LEDs, and you need to know how to solder, and you don't have to solder well if you use big enough LEDs. So
I want to say you make it sound like it's so easy, and then I bet when you try, but at the same time, it is something anyone can do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you just put enough time into it, it's something you don't have to invest a ton of money, and it's something you can build on your own and make whatever cool art piece or anything wearable, or even make something that you could sell at the convention next year.
Absolutely. And I mean, and while you're here, there's the soldering skills area and the hardware hacking village. And I mean, if you sit down and you're struggling with something, chances are somebody knows how to do it, and they're sitting pretty close to you. And people are friendly and helpful, and a lot of my information has come from working with the badge life people.
Yeah.
So that's been fun, exciting, a ride. In terms of badges that are currently in creation, my partner Lookout and I are working on a Bride of Frankenstein badge, which is really amazing. Bringing it back to life and working on an original concept from another creator who didn't choose to pursue it, but gave us, permission to try. And it's a ton of work. It's a huge learning curve, but in a community like the Badge Life community, I mean, we have a Discord server. If you have a question, chances are there's an answer out there somewhere. Or if no one has an answer, we can all puzzle over it together until we have things to try. And that goes a long way.
I was about to say, that type of support is priceless.
Absolutely.
Really. And it means that anyone can kind of jump in with an idea, some cool creative idea or concept, and say, hey guys, I have this thing, but I don't really necessarily know exactly how to do X, Y, or Z. I think that's awesome. That's what DEF CON is really about right there. That's the spirit of DEF CON.
No, it absolutely is. And I mean, I have no background in any of this, and I definitely found a home here, something to do right away at my first event. Did a bunch of stupid human challenges, shouldn't say stupid, ridiculous human challenges to get badges for free for doing tricks or solving puzzles or other things.
Sure.
And it's a fun way to be a part of something. I would say that if somebody's getting into this, starting with something like making an add-on is a really great way to just jump right in and have something fun to talk about with people. Not suggested as a way to make a lot of money in the world unless you like being your own pick and place machine and doing the same little tiny thing in your basement late at night.
Over
yes.
and over and over. Yeah.
Yes. And do I like that? Kind of I do, but not everybody does.
Sure. Well, there's probably a meditation that comes along with that too, and putting something, but not to mention the reward of once you have the piece done and you're giving to someone and you see them light up. I feel like that's got to be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as soon as you have something to like interact with somebody about, you are making a connection, making a friend, making somebody's day. And like, I keep coming back pretty much for that.
Well, I appreciate you letting me come in here and invade your work space.
Well, I mean, stay too long and you'll have to help. So.
Yeah, well, I guess it's time to go. No, I would love to help, actually.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be here all weekend.
Absolutely. We'll stop back in and put in a little work, a little sweat, and then, you know, we'll make this. I can't wait to see all of these light up, and I feel like the amount of badges people are sharing now, this collection is going to get really big really fast.
Absolutely.
So,
it's really exciting.
To see that.
And so many people have put in so much work over the years on these that it's really great to like honor that journey and all the folks who made those projects and put that time in, because like it is an investment, a journey, effort, a lot of stories. And I mean, before we had a space, we were just, you know, all in our own hotel rooms, just getting weird by ourselves. If something didn't work, you're maybe like, you know, with your team or with your friend or by yourself if you've been rude to everybody and you're very grouchy, just trying to make it work. And now we have a community, we have a place, and that's really awesome.
Doesn't it make so much more sense?
It totally does, and it's been really great to just watch people walk by all the areas and be like, oh, I remember when they made that. Like, it's just, you know, it's making and refinding memories and connections. We called this the Midwestern goodbye, where you said we were done and I'm still talking,
right.
so I'm sorry about that.
No.
But,
well, thank you again for giving us a little insight into, you know, the world of the maker. And, you know, you see all these people everyone's wearing all these different badges around, so it's nice to meet someone who makes them, you know. And, you know, DEF CON, if you're watching this while DEF CON's going during 33, go out, find some cool badges. They're everywhere. Come by the space here, Badge Life. Get it, check it out. Check out Retrotech. Check out what Ozma's making here.
Yes, we'll have we will have an SAO trading wall tomorrow. So for anybody watching live, come bring your creations, the things that people have given you that may not be exactly right for you. Just like there's a sticker swap. You do have to have something to participate, but we're gonna have a little SAO swap wall where, you know, take one, leave one sort of thing. So would love to see what people have. And
bring all your best for your swaps, you know. Spread the love. Spread the love. Spread the love.
Definitely.
All right, everybody, we're out. Thank you.
All right.